So today we're doing some of the book problems for 3-2. So you can either print these guided notes or you can just make notes with sticky notes in your book. So today we're going to be connecting percent and proportion. So we have to use proportions today to solve all these. Yesterday I gave you a choice. Today we're going to be definitely doing proportions. So the first example says, the basketball team statistician tracked the shots Emily made and the shots she missed during the last game. What percent of attempted shots did she make? Okay, so if we look at the diagram, you can count. So shots made, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 shots were made. And then shots missed are 1, 2, 3. 3 shots missed. When we set up these percent proportions, it's part over whole equals percent over 100. So it says, what percent of attempted shots did she make? Okay, so the part is going to be how many shots she made, which was 9, over the whole. The whole is how many shots she made altogether. So 9 plus 3, she made 12 shots altogether. That's the whole. Equals percent, we don't know. We're looking for percent, right? So we're just going to call that P, or you could call it X, whatever you want, over 100. Okay? So I just followed this setup and plugged in my numbers. Now to solve the proportion, we're going to do 9 times 100 equals P times 12. So P times 12 is 12P equals 9 times 100, which is 900. To solve this equation, we're going to divide by 12, divide by 12. P equals 75. So Emily made 75% of her shots. Camila makes 2 of her 5 shots attempted. Is the percent of shots she made more than, less than, or the same as Emily's percent of shots? So remember, we're doing part over whole equals percent over 100. So the part is she made 2 shots. The whole they actually give us, they said of her 5 shots, so that is the whole. Equals percent, we don't know the percent, so we're going to call that P, over 100. Now we're going to multiply 5 times P and 2 times 100. 5 times P is 5P. 2 times 100 is 200. Divide by 5, divide by 5. P equals 40. So that means Camila made less shots than Emily. Because if you look, Camila made 40% of her shots, but Emily made 75% of her shots, so Emily made more. Next, example 2. Use a proportion to find the part. Okay, a plan to expand Megan's room will make the length of the room 175% of the current length. What will be the new length of her room? Okay, so if we look at this, the length of her room is this number up here. The length of her room is 4 meters, okay? So length is 4 meters. This is width, this is length, okay? So that's what we're looking at here. So we're going to do part over whole equals percent over 100, but I'm actually going to do new length over old length equals percent over 100, because that's just going to help set it up. So what will be the new length? We don't know what the new length is, so we're going to call that N for new length over the old length is 4 equals Percent, they give us the percent in this case. The percent was 175% over 100. Now we multiply. 100 times n is 100n equals 175 times 4 is 700. Divide by 100, divide by 100, n equals 7. So the new length will be 7 meters. Example 3, the nutrition label shows the percents of the recommended daily intake for nutrients found in a serving of soy milk. How many milligrams of calcium should you consume each day? Okay, if we look at the milk carton here, it says that 20% is 260 milligrams of calcium. So we're going to do part over whole equals percent over 100. So the part is 260 milligrams. So this isn't how much calcium you need to have per day. This is how much calcium the milk carton has. That's the part. We're looking for the whole because it asks how many milligrams of calcium should you consume each day. We're looking for that. So we're going to call that M for milligrams equals percent. It gives us the percent as 20% over 100. Okay, now multiply 20 times M and then 260 times 100. So 20 times M is 20M. 260 times 100 is 26,000. Divide by 20, divide by 20. M equals 1,300. So M equals 1,300 milligrams. Okay. Guess I'll fold this. Okay. Next. Megan's room is expanded, so the width is 150% of 3 meters. What is the new width? Okay, so we're going to do new over old. We need to know what is the new width. So we don't know that right now, so we're going to call that N. Over the old width is 3 meters equals, remember it's percent over 100. So percent is 150% over 100. So now we have to do N times 100 and 3 times 150. So 100N equals 450. Divide by 100, divide by 100. N equals 4.5 meters. That is the new width. Okay, we're going to do some of these do you know how questions together today. So write a percent proportion for the bar diagram shown. Okay, so remember it's part over whole equals percent over 100. So the part is 17, right? This is the part. We're looking for the whole. So the part is 17. The whole, we don't know. That's the question mark. So we're just going to call it X equals the percent of the part, right? The part goes, the percent goes with the part. So 68% over 100. Multiply. 68 times X is 68X equals 17 times 100, which is 1,700. Divide by 68, divide by 68. X equals 25. So that is what this is, 25. Okay, use a proportion to find each value. So 2% of 180. So remember, it's part over whole. Anytime it says of, that means that's the whole. So of 180 equals percent. They already put the 2 in there for us because that's the percent over 100. Now we multiply. N times 100 is 100N equals 180 times 2, which is 360. Divide by 100, divide by 100, N equals 3.6. Let's do the next one. What percent is 17 out of 40? So is 17, is the part of 40, 40 is the whole, equals percent, we don't know the percent, over 100. Multiply. 40p equals 1,700. Divide by 40, divide by 40. P equals 1,700 divided by 40 is 42.5. And it's saying what percent, so 42.5%. Okay, last but not least. Gia researches online that her car is worth $3,000. She hopes to sell it for 85% of that value, but she wants to get at least 70%. She ends up selling it for $1,800. Did she get what she wanted? Justify your answer. Okay, so there's a lot of information in here. So the information that we really need here is that she wants to get at least 70%. And we also need to know that her car is worth $3,000. That's what we need to set up our proportion. So remember, it's part over whole equals percent over 100. So the part we don't know because we need to basically know if she gets 70%, at least 70%, we need to know what 70% of 3,000 is, which we don't really know right now. So we're going to put an X for the part. The whole, that's how much her whole car is worth. It's worth $3,000 equals percent over 100. So she wants to get at least 70% over 100. We're going to multiply. 100 times X is 100X. 3,000 times 70 is, let's see, 3 times 7 is 21, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 210,000. We're going to divide by 100, divide by 100. X equals 210,000 divided by 100 is 2,100. Okay, so the answer is no. She wanted at least $2,100. But sold for $1,800. So this is what she wanted. She really wanted $2,100, but it says in the problem that she ended up selling it for $1,800. So no, she didn't get what she wanted. Okay, now for your homework, I attached this worksheet, and then the problems are on the next page. So on this sheet, you don't have to do anything, okay? These are example problems. If you look at these example problems, it's really going to help you with the homework. So finding the percent. 84 is what percent of 96? It shows you how to set up a proportion for that. What is 15% of 84? It shows you how to set up a proportion for that. And so on and so forth. So I don't want to flip the page because my answer key's on the next page, but when you go through all of those problems, all you have to do is refer back to these examples to figure out how to set up the proportion. Look at example 1, see which one it's similar to, and then set up the proportion that way. All right, make sure you show your work on your homework and set up the proportions. If you don't set up the proportions, I can't give you credit because you didn't do it the way that you have to in this lesson, okay? Because the standard is you have to know how to set up the proportions. All right, that's it. Have a good day. Bye.